Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Appreciate you people checking out my video this week. Hopefully, you do enjoy. If this is your first time checking this out, what I do is every Tuesday I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So if you're entertained and like the questions and having fun, click that thumbs up button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know how you did. If if not, or just say hello. Be nice. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. All that will be appreciated. Now, with that BS out of the way, let's let her rip with question number one. Question number one. Who was the special referee for the Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair match at Halloween Havoc 1994? Was it A, Sugar Ray Leonard, B, Mr. T, or C, Shaquille O'Neal? All right, question number one again. Who was the special referee for the Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair match for the WCW Halloween Havoc pay-per-view in 1994? Yes, I'm just ad-libbing there. Was it A, Sugar Ray Leonard, B, Mr. T, or C, Shaquille O'Neal? The answer is B, Mr. T. Yes, Mr. T kind of coming together again with his WrestleMania 1 tag team partner, that being Hulk Hogan. And this was the retirement. If Ric Flair lost, he was supposed to retire. But of course, that didn't happen. Uh, let's just say, besides the other stuff, as far as Hulk Hogan being Hulk Hogan, besides the what he was caught on tape saying, watch WCW when he came in and up to this point, and you can probably have more reasons to not like Hulk Hogan, because you can obviously tell that he was the one pushed the button. So that's my outtake on Hulk Hogan and this pay per view in 1994. All right, let's go to question number two. Question number two: Who was who had the shortest reign as Ring of Honor Television Champion? Was it A, Will Ospreay, B, Silas Young, or C, Minoru Suzuki? All right. Question number two again, and you just got to glimpse at question number three. Apologize about that. Anyway, question number two: Who had the shortest reign as Ring of Honor Television Champion? Was it A, Will Ospreay, B, Silas Young, or C, Suzuki? The answer is A, Will Ospreay. If I ain't mistaken, he held that championship for 2 days, making him the shortest reign. I think let's see, Suzuki might have held it for 12 or 18 days. I think he was uh, the next in line, at least third, second or third from the bottom. Um, then you have Silas Young. I think had a little bit longer reign, maybe I want to say 100 days. I kind of forgot now. But anyway, let's go to question number three, which you already got a sneak peek of. Question number three: Who played Mike Bullard in the 1974 movie? It's supposed to be this movie, singular, not plural. Plural. Uh, in the 1974 movie, The Wrestler. Was it A, Danny Hodge, B, Billy Robinson, or C, Vern Gagne? All right. Question number 3 again. Who played Mike Bullard in the 1974 movie The Wrestler? Not to be confused with the wrestler that Mickey Rourke played. This was 1974. Who played Mike Bullard? Was it A. Danny Hodge, B. Billy Robinson, C. Vern Gagne? The answer is C. Vern Gagne. Of course, this was you can almost for your like movie nerds. This probably be considered a passion project. Basically, it had a movie that didn't break kayfabe. It did not break kayfabe. They dropped a lot of real wrestlers and promoters' names in there. Actually, Dusty Rhodes and Dick Marnock, the Texas Outlaws, they made a they had a pretty good funny part in this movie, getting in a bar fight. Uh, let's see, what else? But it was basically Mike Bullard, the world champion from one league, but acknowledging there's 3 leagues, 3 world champions. Supposedly there's won't be a Super Bowl of uh, or part of a Super Bowl that form one champion, but this was of course movie wise that didn't obviously didn't happen uh, especially during that time. There was I guess the closest to it was when Jerry Lawler and Kerry Von Erich faced each other at Super Clash. That was probably the legit only one because you had to get 2 different promoters working together to decide which one's going to be the champion or not. Uh, don't really count the whole WCW invasion angle thing because there's only one person making that decision. So he just so happened to own both of them at the time, or still owns both of them, or WWE TKO owns them now. But I digress about that. But actually, it's a pretty good movie. If you get a chance to check it out, check it out. Let's go to question number 4. Question number 4. What sport did Chris Adams win national and international championships in prior to entering pro wrestling? Was it A, judo, B, fencing, or C, basketball? All right. Question number 4 again. What sport did Chris Adams win national and international championships in prior to entering pro wrestling? Was it A, judo, B, fencing, or C, basketball? The answer is judo. I should have put gymnastics in there. But anyway, uh, yes, it was A, judo. Him and his brother were very accomplished judo, as you call it, or competitors. They both did pretty well for themselves. Then Chris Adams was like, hey, I want to be a big star. So he entered pro wrestling. And unfortunately, the rest is history. I will say Chris Adams, Gino Hernandez version of Dynamic Duo, probably way better than Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. Not to sell Tully and Gino short, but I just like Gino and Chris doing it better. Anyway, time for main event question number 5. Question number 5. Who ended AJ Styles' reign as NWA Wildside Champion? Was it A, Rick Michaels, B, Prince Justice, or C, David Young? All right. Main event question number 5. Who ended AJ Styles' reign as NWA Wildside Champion? Was it A, Rick Michaels, B, Prince Justice, or C, David Young? Well, the answer is C, David Young. It was actually a 3-way match between AJ Styles, Rick Michaels, and David Young. If you're kind of in tune or remember some of that era a little bit, a little before that, Rick Michaels and David Young formed a team called Bad Attitude. They were multiple time NWA World Tag Team Champions. And if that Prince Justice guys looks familiar, put a Mankind mask on him, and yes, you'll see that is the Abyss or Abyss. Now, I do believe he's working as an agent for WWE, so kudos to him. So anyway, that does it for this week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Hope you folks have fun. You folks have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Thank you for checking out our P2 Vision. Subscribe to our P2 Vision to watch Ronald Ray's content that covers the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. His weekly content starts off with Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Ronald Ray asks 5 questions about the sport of professional wrestling. So tune in and have some fun. Then it's WWE Monday Night Raw Recaps, where he recaps all the action from the Raw brand. Ronald Ray also does an AEW Dynamite recap show where he recaps and has fun doing it. Do you like live streams? Well, join Ronald Ray live on Spot Show Livestream, where he discusses current wrestling. Join the chat and have fun. Spot Show Livestream is on Thursday nights starting at 8 p.m. If current pro wrestling isn't your thing, like all wrestling past and present, or you're a new fan and want to hear how things were back in the day, then tune in to Wrestling Gold Friday night, where Ronald Ray discusses back in the day when wrestling was wrestling, featuring watch-alongs. That's Wrestling Gold Friday night on Fridays starting at 8 p.m.